Yeah, and then I'm just gonna maybe sit right here, if that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool, bro. Alright, yeah. Either one of these Fijis. I got one for Wendy, I didn't know she was coming. Okay, well, first off, thanks for meeting me, dude.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks, CZ. Yeah, definitely. Might edit out the beginning. Let me just make sure I'm in this camera before it gets going. Yeah, cool. Alright. So I was thinking about either doing like, up to you. I was thinking about making it like kind of cool, casual, like more about you as a person. Like I was kind of reading more about like your personal, like I know you're always traveling, like ask you stuff about like, you know, how you like to pack for traveling. I know you're always on the road, so am I. And then, or we could talk more about like Binance and how like, you know, it's like literally the biggest exchange in the world, like the super cool stuff, or both.
It's really up to you.
Cool. So I'm out here with, you already know, the main man, CZ. We're out here at Consensus Singapore. Thank you for meeting with me.
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, super appreciate it. All right, so CZ, why did you start Binance?
We had the idea for a while, back in 2013.
Okay.
We were talking about a pure crypto to crypto exchange.
Okay.
We kind of viewed the crypto to crypto to be the pure crypto island in the world.
Yeah.
And then crypto to fiat as the bridges into the world.
Sure.
So we had the idea back then. There was a lot of altcoins even back then.
Okay, yeah.
Most of them are forks of Bitcoin.
Okay.
They will usually have different block periods.
Doge or Litecoin.
Doge was back there, Litecoin was faster, slightly.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of those concepts there.
Okay.
But the market wasn't big enough for crypto to crypto exchange back then. We looked at it again in 2015.
Okay.
Still quite small. Then Poloniex was up running by then.
Yeah.
So, but we looked at the volume, it was pretty small.
Okay.
In 2017, we looked. They have huge volumes.
Okay.
We said, okay, the market is big enough, so let's do it. So we had the idea for quite a while, which is waiting until the time.
Right.
That was right. Yeah.
Okay. I know it said that you went to like maybe your first Bitcoin conference in 2013 in Vegas or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How was that? What was it like back then?
Oh, it was very different from what you see here now.
Yeah.
So number one, the crowd is much smaller.
Okay. Yeah.
In Vegas, there was maybe like 50 to 100 people.
Okay.
So it's one much smaller room.
Right.
Everyone's just there. There's like, I don't know, 10 booths maybe. So it's like a much smaller type of conference.
Right.
And then it's like a 1 or 2 day conference, I forgot. But like, you knew everybody at the end of one day. Everybody talked to everybody else.
Right.
So Vitaly was there, Charlie Lee was there,
Okay.
Matt Rozek was there, Brock Pierce was there. So it's the same crew.
Yeah. Okay.
So
it's funny. There's only probably like 30 to 50 thought leaders in all of crypto.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and like in your role, like you're kind of the, you know, biggest exchange runner and stuff. Like, how do you feel about your role in the space?
I think right now there's way too much emphasis on exchanges. The exchange should just be a liquidity provider for this industry.
Okay.
There should be a lot more other projects which are much more prominent than us. We should be the roads that people travel on. So there should be other cars, other bicycles,
scooters,
self-driving cars. So there should be a lot of those other interesting projects, but you have to have the road first.
Okay.
So now this is why there's a lot of attention on us right now.
Yeah, there is tons.
But I think over time that there'll be other interesting. We want to be the infrastructure provider, and we want to be able to facilitate other good applications in the blockchain space.
Right.
So for me, it's very clear the industry is still early.
Yeah.
I don't view Binance as very big.
Okay.
As a company, we're kind of the biggest exchange, and the exchanges have a lot of influence in this space right now.
Right.
But compared to some of the traditional big companies, we're tiny.
Fair enough.
And we're still small. I think we got at least 1,000x to grow as an industry.
Okay, love it.
And probably more, I would say definitely more.
Yeah.
And when the tide rises up, we just want to rise with the tide.
Sure.
We want to provide our little niche service.
Right.
That's all it is. Yeah.
Cool. Do you think any of like the big companies like that aren't in crypto are gonna like hop into an exchange or anything like Apple or Google? Like, do you think they'll ever touch stuff like that?
Well, I think we're already seeing it in different parts of the world.
Okay.
For example, Yahoo Japan acquired a Bitcoin exchange.
I do remember reading that a couple months ago.
This is like 2-3 weeks ago. It's very recent.
Oh, okay, then maybe not.
There have been rumors about it, but they confirmed
so.
it. And then every day or every other day, we hear about some other traditional company coming to this space. So I definitely think that will happen.
Okay.
It is already happening. Yeah.
So like, I don't understand how exchanges work exactly, but like from a technical side, like how complex is your systems and architecture? Like, does it look like a fortress? Like, are you distributed all over the world in different basements? Like, how does that work?
I think every different exchanges are very different.
Okay.
Small exchanges, this is the area. Small exchanges and big exchanges are very, very different now.
Okay.
We have we probably have close to 10,000 servers.
Okay.
Whereas when we first started, it was okay with like 30 servers.
Okay, yeah.
Our architecture, the minimum deployment is 32 servers.
Okay.
Doing different parts, and then we have some there's more servers outside of those boxes anyway. But now Exchange is one of those really difficult. So you can start an exchange with a basic system that you can write out probably a month.
Okay.
But if you want to service people around the world and handle millions of or tens of millions of users with a very low latency, that's tough.
Yeah, I bet it is.
And then so the scale is very different. You gotta go to the other complete extreme. And so we spend a lot on security and infrastructure.
Yeah.
And centralized exchanges are different even from like search engines or social media.
Okay.
If your search result is like a couple of seconds old, you don't care.
True.
Right?
No, who cares?
If you get a message from your friend a couple seconds later, you're okay.
Who cares?
But if you place an order, it doesn't.
Oh, yeah, it's true. You have to be like spot on.
And you have to do that. You have to support that from everywhere in the world.
Yeah, it's probably pretty hard.
That's hard. That's really, really hard. Yeah.
Everybody wants to know, CZ, are funds safe?
Yes, funds are safe.
Okay. What do you think about those videos?
I love it.
Isn't it funny?
Yeah. We are a community-driven platform, so we interact with the community very often. We're very serious about security, stability, running the exchange, but we're not serious in the sense like we have big suits, tie.
I know. You're out here in the shorts. There's the classic CZ shorts and shoes, flip-flops, you know. Yeah, and that's the what country was that prominent in? I remember seeing it on Twitter where everybody wore the shorts.
Yeah, actually, so I went to Bermuda. And, and Bermuda shorts is formal wear.
Right, I remember.
It can't be this short. This short doesn't fit that description. They're very strict about what kind of short.
Yeah.
You don't have pockets near the bottom. It's got to be covered to a certain length. The socks have to come up to your knee. But it's a very regulated formal wear.
Yeah.
It's still shorts. I loved it. It's very comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, it looked pretty good. So what's the plan? You're out here in Singapore. I mean, what's your day-to-day like? Do you party? Do you chill? You don't seem like. I mean, I know you have a huge company to run, but like, what do you like to do? I saw originally like you were trading or building trading platforms for Wall Street back in the day.
Back in the day, yes.
And then you moved into crypto, kind of. Yeah. But what's your like day-to-day like?
So like now, basically, now I interact with a lot of people on a daily basis. Probably somewhere between 50 to 500 people on any given day. Like over here, it's probably more than 500 in a given day. But there's nothing else I'm doing. Binance is everything. Everything I'm doing has something to do with Binance.
Okay.
So I don't really have working hours.
Yeah.
I wake up looking at my phone and then responding to messages, and then sometimes get together with my team. Sometimes attend a conference.
Yeah.
Sometimes just go out for meetings, and then I go. I rest when I need to rest. So for example, if I get tired, I might take a nap. But I'll work until 11, 12, sometimes even 3 or 4, depending on if there's any urgent issues or if I'm jet lagged. So there's nothing else. I do exercise about once a day or so, usually for half an hour, 45 minutes. I jog, usually 5K jog. I could do 10K, but not very. I do once a week or so for 10K, but most of the jogs are sort of less than that.
Okay, sick.
And the other days I do a little bit of push-ups, sit-ups.
Okay, keeps so yeah, he's bulking up. He's walking out here with no security. That's why like CZ, like just man of the people, you know.
Singapore is super safe.
Yeah, and maybe he has security hidden. I don't know. Maybe they're covert, but
all those.
There's a couple guys standing outside the door. Don't try anything. But yeah, dude. So what do you think about like the future? Like I know like the markets are kind of flat right now. Like what's your vision? It seems like crypto is starting to become more mainstream. Like do you have like an ideal goal?
So we actually don't make predictions.
Yeah.
When you're running an exchange, you will know that with the service platform provider. We let the market decide.
Okay.
But we gotta be ready for any kind of future. So we gotta be ready for a few different futures. I personally don't think we're in a low market because I've been in the space for a long time.
Okay.
But so crypto in the history, right? So from $2 to like $35, and then back down to like 56.
Yeah.
Stayed there for a while.
Yeah.
Guess what? All the new people came in at a high price.
True.
Because it's only when people come in, the price goes up.
Fair.
And then it goes up, and then more people comes in, but then it cools when the momentum loses, it plateau.
Right.
Unfortunately, those new guys who just came in probably all bought in at a high price, and now they kind of are lost, and then it stays there for like, and then there's like FUD, there's like uncertainty, there's all these things happen, and then the next time it goes from $6 to like $70, and then again it happens again,
right?
And then it went from $90 to like $1,000, coming back to 200.
Yeah, so it takes like 5 steps forward and like 2 steps back.
Yeah. Oh. So every time it's like that. And when it's like that, so I've seen this 5 cycles. But if you compare this on a yearly basis, 2015, it stayed at 200 for about a year and a half. That's the longest drought.
Yeah.
But the year before that, it stayed at like around 90. And now it's staying at 6,000.
True, it has been stuck there.
Yeah, at 6,000, if you look at the chart, 6,000 is a very strong support.
Yeah.
Touched multiple times, never broke it.
Okay.
Something like 2015, 200.
Yeah.
And 2018, 6,000. Yes, a lot of people bought in during the last crazy period.
Right.
But you know, it's over. If you look on a yearly horizon, we're okay. We're fine.
True. Yeah. I guess like 1 or 2 more questions if you have time.
Sure.
One, who's Satoshi? And do you know? And then second, like what's the biggest story about crypto that not a lot of people know, like something interesting? You've been in the space for a while, like I know you've seen some crazy stuff. Do you have any funny stories or interesting stories you can share?
Sure. Okay. So who's Satoshi is much easier. I don't know.
Okay, I thought you were about to say it. Does anybody know?
Not that I know of. I know who's not Satoshi. All the guys claiming to be Satoshi are not Satoshi. That's how I know for sure.
For sure.
So I would very much like to meet him or it or whatever if I have a chance. So that's one of my wishes actually. But I'm okay not fulfilling it. Actually, it doesn't matter too much. The fact that he disappeared is actually really cool because now Bitcoin is decentralized. Ethereum is not decentralized because Vitalik's there, Joe Lubin's there. Binance is definitely not decentralized.
Right.
Even when we do the Binance chain, it's not fully decentralized.
Sure.
So the fact that he disappeared is just great.
Yeah.
So, and it's good.
Yeah.
But personally, I would love to meet him.
Me too.
Yeah. Absolutely, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. The second question, so I was talking to some other guy.
Okay.
This morning.
Yeah.
It's a kind of interesting question. In 2014, we released a future system, and there were some security issues. Yeah, no problem.
Cool. Back with CZ, and he's about to tell us maybe a funny or interesting story or conspiracy, hopefully.
So no, it's just a funny story.
Okay.
So in 2015, we launched the future system, and then one guy found a big bug with it. Okay. He moved the price like to 30x, and then moved the price, made a trade against 2 accounts he owned, put the price down. Of course, one account lost $3 million, the other account made $3 million. He pitched the account that lost money, came to us with the account that paid money.
Yeah.
And this guy is a good friend of mine now.
Yeah.
And we settled with him for so now he wants $3 million. And we talked for a little while. We said, well, we'll pay you a couple thousand RMB per month as a consultant.
Yeah.
And now this guy runs one of the biggest crypto funds in our industry right now.
Oh, wow.
So this is how far the industry has grown from 2015 to 2018. So the guy still cared. At that time, like a couple thousand RMB, which is like a couple $100,
right,
was meaningful.
Okay, yeah.
And now this guy's running like $1 billion fund.
Did you tweet something about that, maybe?
No, I didn't tweet about this. This is the first time I talked about
it. Oh, that's a cool story.
Yeah, so I don't want to name him, but
don't. Well, cool, man. You got some events tonight. Sure. I guess you'll probably fly back out to, I don't know, wherever you live, all over the world.
All over the world. Yeah.
Can't find him. He's a CZ, man. Dude,
all right,
thanks so much, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Dude.
Cheers. Thank you.
Hey, CZ, dude.